We've had an incredibly challenging start to 2022 with burgeoning inflation around the world, the invasion of Ukraine by Russia, plunges in global equity markets, and a range of pressures on consumers right across the world. It's against that backdrop that I'm very pleased to share with you Sanlam's operating results for the half year to June 2022. We're actually very pleased with our results. We had an incredibly strong performance out of our life insurance businesses, our asset management businesses, and our credit businesses. Unfortunately, we faced some very strong headwinds in our general insurance businesses, both in Sanlam in South Africa and in our general insurance businesses across the African continent. At Sanlam in particular, we had the largest natural catastrophe in Sanlam's history in the KwaZulu-Natal floods. We also had a range of other weather-related claims, and the infrastructure, unfortunately, in KwaZulu-Natal was not able to deal with that. The rise in inflation has had a very severe impact on claims costs at Sanlam. Eskom load shedding has also very negatively impacted the claims that have arisen from that source, and we've seen a very steep rise in claims as a result of crime. So all in all, Sanlam has had an incredibly difficult operating period. On top of that, the rise in long bond yields has hammered its global bond portfolio that backs its international insurance. In Africa, we've had underwriting results that have been within our operating target range. Unfortunately, the decline in global equity markets has resulted in a mark-to-market loss on our equity portfolio in Morocco in particular. But with all of that taken into account, we've still managed to grow our earnings slightly in this half year despite the difficult environment. We've continued to see very strong growth in sales. Sales in certain areas have declined on last year's bumper single premiums, but overall we're very, very happy with the new business that we've seen. And again, this is thanks to customers voting for Sanlam and Santam, and we're extremely grateful to the customers out there for that support. The other feature of our results in this half year has been the incredible strength of our balance sheet. So our capital position has actually strengthened, and we've built up a large buffer of what we call discretionary capital, which is capital that we're free to deploy or return to shareholders. So we've got a great deal of balance sheet flexibility at this point in time. Whilst there's a great deal of uncertainty about the final outcome of the second half, we do remain pretty bullish, but there are clearly some risks to the second half outcomes.